My guest today is Matt Beal from RoadRage, and we're going to be talking about a little bit different kind of art and all the work that he puts into making these beautiful pieces of machinery. Thank you for being here, Matt.
Well, thanks for having me.
So, RoadRage, it's on Belmont, right?
Yes.
Go ahead.
We took over the old Sumner's Suzuki building, so we've kind of kept historic landmarks.
And it's such a historic landmark that it is actually almost like a museum in there with some of the different generations of motorcycles. And
pictures and pictures of old racing, the old hill climbs, the circle tracks, flat tracks.
Mr. Sumner, the senior that you bought it from, he actually was a racer too. I know his son was, Clark, but did he race too?
Okay, Clark was a racer. Clark still does race, but Wayne, up until last year, he was doing some racing.
Oh my goodness.
He just at 80 years old, he's getting banged up. And
he decided that it's time to retire and kind of let the next generation take over.
Let the kids play, right?
Yeah. So how long have you been creating motorcycles?
Well, professionally, I've been doing it for 15 years.
For 15 years,
yeah.
Wow. And and you actually can do everything all the way from the very beginning levels of the engine all the way.
Yeah,
right?
I can do from frame up complete. So.
Wow. Let's look at some of the things that I've chosen to look at. So here are the engines, and I'm like, here it is in 3 or 4 different pieces that you actually build from the ground up. If pieces are missing, do you try to find them, or do you create them?
Yeah, some of the older stuff it's a little harder to find, but as you can see there, I've got anywhere from, you picked a good picture, because anywhere from there, you've got from early on knucklehead, panhead, up to the Evo, and in fact twin cam, which is 4 different generations of engine.
Wow, and you can and you put that back together like that. So if somebody wanted to learn how to do that, it would take years and years of...
Well, they put people through training now, but I think they do specific. So,
for a certain type of...
Yeah, I mean, you go to school for certain types, and then they kind of, depending on what shop you can get with, they'll kind of move you back and forth and put you in what they feel their strong area. A lot of new guys that are coming out of schools now are basically technicians, and they don't even let them inside of those engines. So to get inside an old style engine like that, you got to have the trick of the trade. So
like this is the handlebars, and you actually fabricate these there too as well.
Yeah.
So kind of according to your client specification.
Yeah.
Almost everything is custom at your place, right?
It is a lot of custom one-off stuff.
So it's not really like a repair shop. Well,
the unfun part of it is the repair shop. Yes, I do that. But the fun part is actually coming up with ideas.
And we're going to show you a few different ideas as well, because the axle right here is the rear axle that you've created and put back together.
Well, no, this was an axle, and a gentleman came in that needed a trike because he busted a leg that was almost unrepairable. And he already had a motorcycle in which they don't make trike kits for.
Oh, okay.
So that's where we came into play. We actually made the whole rear section for him.
Wow. Yeah. That's incredible. Let's see what else you've made here. Well, here's one, and it's, I guess maybe I got them in the wrong order, but here you can see that it's almost put together here. I was trying to put that one at the end. So you could see the different pieces, how it's broken down into each piece.
Early stages before that is just a raw metal.
Right.
So it comes in, and we'll do any modifications, welding, fabrication, anything that needs to be done to it. And it's a put together, tear down, and put back together type of deal.
Have you created your own engine? When I saw your stamp on this, I was kind of curious.
that's our logo. Yeah,
that you just put on there.
And a lot of most of our customers are real happy to carry our logo because they're happy with what they've got.
So this is a really different kind of a motorcycle.
This is a newer generation of a motorcycle. It's what we call the bagger.
Oh, okay.
And that's kind of its nickname.
And it's very much of a custom one.
Very much so, yeah. This we did for a local here.
Wow, okay. And now you've been in magazines like Iron Horse and Easy Riders and even Haron magazine.
Right.
And someone here, I thought we would see this a little bit better, but this one was from Easy Riders, and I thought this was really neat. It's a red one. It said you put it together.
We did that for a local business. I mean, a lot of stuff we've done for local businesses, celebrities.
Wow.
of all types, either movie or rock and roll celebrities.
Here you are in one of the Hot Rod magazines. Whose Hot Rod is this?
That's my little coupe.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah, she's beautiful.
That I brought back from a mess. I mean, I don't have pictures of it, but
Right,
there's
here-
me having a little bit of fun with it, too.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
That
Actually, a
is
few years
great
ago,
car.
we brought that to the studio and had a segment, in an evening segment, had that car here.
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
So-
here, okay.
Mhm.
With Chuck.
It was in the evening, so it may have been,
It may have been a while back.
yeah,
so.
it's been a few years.
Here's a cool chrome one. This one's
Yeah.
a lot of work, too, right?
Yeah.
You actually send out for the chrome and
Yeah,
the powder
I have to send out
coating
for
and that
paint,
kind of
chrome,
thing.
powder coat, but everything else is pretty much done in-house.
Who else works with you there at RoadRage?
Pretty much me.
This is you.
Pretty much me, yeah.
You do all the work.
I have Steve, my partner, but he's on the road with a rock and roll band, so he's in town maybe a few months. He's probably out on the road 8 months plus a year.
Wow. So you're doing all the hard work and or the
Yeah,
fun work, actually, I guess, huh?
The fun and the hard work, yeah. Steve's been a good partner.
You-
He's just not around
Right, it's not
as much, but he
right.
comes around and steps in, have a little bit of fun while he's there, and listens to me rant and rave and complain. But it is what it is.
So what's your favorite part of it? Creating something from scratch, or making something old new again, or
It's a little of both, It just depends on my mood, like anybody's mood. I guess you could say an artist can be I don't know,
Moody.
moody, very moody.
Exactly.
We can be moody. Everybody that knows me knows me.
Is it open 7 days a week, RoadRage?
Almost. Now that I've implemented putting back together hot rods and stuff like that, yeah, we've gone a little bit farther in the week.
So for the hot rod and motorcycle guys, in the winter and the fall here, you put your stuff away, but you work on them all winter and get something new going for the spring. And
That's usually the whole idea.
yeah, exactly. That's
Or
what I was
most
thinking.
people, I mean, some people get to where they're getting ready for a last minute run and they got to have it right now. So, but for long term projects and stuff, yeah, it's mostly. I have guys that stretch it out during the year. Also, it just depends on the build.
Do you create motorcycles for racing? I know Sumner's was very famous for racing.
In certain times, we've done some special projects for some people, but as far as the whole racing thing, no, that was pretty much left up to Wayne.
Oh, okay.
So here and there, I'll do something for one of his customers if it's something that.
That you
know,
can,
yeah.
So how long was Sumner there? Sumner was there for like as long as
55
I was.
years that
I
I
was
can
gonna
think
say, I
of.
know I was
Yeah.
a kid when it
He
was.
just had an 80th birthday, so yeah, he's
so
been doing it a
when
while.
wow, that's really.
Well, his
really-
dad started it actually, and then he took it
Oh,
on.
really?
Yeah, his dad started. They were down on H Street years ago when they first started out, and then built the building down on Belmont.
Does he have a private collection of motorcycles?
He sure does.
I would hope so. So that's going to be neat to see someday. Maybe we can have our own motorcycle museum. I know there's a small one in Clovis.
There is the Danny Ruitt, and it's a very neat place to go.
Fantastic.
It's got a mixture of classics and old race bikes and stuff like that.
Exactly where is it? It's about Belmont and Maple?
My shop?
Yeah.
It's between Maple and Chestnut on Belmont. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, where it's always been.
Where Sumner's has always been, and I've been there almost 8 years.
Wow.
So.
Oh, really? You've taken
Yeah.
over it that long ago now?
Well, Wayne's still been there, but I mean, he's gotten to the point where he's going to retire. So yeah, we've pretty much taken it over 100%.
Fantastic. What do you think your specialty is?
Oh wow. Well, as far as
Like is there a technique, or is there a technical thing that you can do that other people have? Absolutely. I mean, other than like rebuilding the vintage engines, that kind of thing. So is American motorcycles basically, or you see both?
well, I have done work on American motorcycles, even
Like
what they call the
vintage-
metric cruisers. I don't get into too much of the sport bikes, just maybe basic stuff. But it's American. I've done some British. I'm building a custom little British bike myself. Just
Like
on another side project.
Another side. How many you got? Well, we want to thank you so much, Matt Beal,
Well, thank you for
from
having me.
RoadRage Performance down there on Belmont, right about Maple. And we really appreciate you being here. You're watching Chuck Leonard's Central Valley Buzz, and I'll be back next week with your Art Buzz. I'm Rebecca Caraveo, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.